Olympic Games in 2010 are awarded to the city of Singapore.
So I think what you're seeing now is just the first beginning fruits of actually seeds that were planted many, many years ago on the ground by the National Sports Association. Even sailing, it's not an overnight success. It's something that they've been working on for well over a decade. I think it shows that there are no instant solutions, no instant trees in sports, and we have to do it. But the key point now is I think it gives us confidence that it can be done, and therefore it is worth investing. And let's continue to do our best. And if now we have NSAs in all Olympic sports, right? So obviously now they're not all on the same starting line, but let's encourage them, each of them, to do their best, and let's see what happens. But I'm very sure that we're on a new platform height, and I think it's also important to parents, you see, because when parents decide, should I take the risk, let my child compromise her O-level or A-level results, or even take time off, and some of our players took time off, their studies. Is there a future? And that's where we need to work with SSC to make sure our scholarship schemes, assure athletes and their parents that there is a future post-competition. The other thing which we should bear in mind is the sports school. Now, it is, how many years now, Jiang Ming? You're the chairman? More than that. Since 2004, so it's 6 years. It's 6 years old. And again, if you look at our athletes, and especially the high-performing athletes, obviously there's a disproportionate number from the sports school. But the key point about the sports school is that it allows our athletes to optimize their training and their competition schedules, whilst still making the necessary individual adjustments to their curriculum and teaching, so that their studies are not necessarily compromised. And now with the extension, so that we have 6 years, they can spend up to 6 years in the sports school with a True Train program. We now have a 6-year incubator for them. Because our future plan for the Sports Institute will enable us to take the athlete, say after the age of 18, when they finish with the sports school, and look after them for 19, 20 to the early 20s, so that we can continue to nurture and support our athletes in the prime of their competitive careers. So that's the other piece of the jigsaw that I told you we have to put in place. But the point now for any young, talented sportsman is they now know that you can dream, you can work hard at it, the infrastructure, the support, and the systems are in place to enable you to compete at the highest level. And I think, and therefore, I think we will indeed see more people coming forward and more support from parents.